everyone, and in this recording I am going to talk about some of the handles that are located in the lesson or the learning plan 2 for payroll accounting. The first item I would like to review is the rules for rounding for payroll. All calculations for withholding employees' contributions are to be made each payroll period and are carried out to 3 decimal places. What you need to do is drop the excess and round to the nearest whole cents. So, for example, if the withholding is $1.235 to $1.239, it will be rounded to $1.24. While the employee's withholding of $1.230 to $1.234 will be rounded to $1.23. So how to calculate overtime rates and hourly rates is to carry the hourly rates and the overtime rate to 3 decimal places and then round off to 2 decimal places. If the third decimal place is 5 or more, round up to the next higher cent. If the third decimal place is less than 5, drop the third decimal place. So keep these rules in mind when rounding for your payroll problems. The other items, there are templates out here for Chapter 2 and anything going forward that you will need in the upcoming chapters is the employee earnings record. Remember, on the employee earnings record, you have to put the name, the address, social security number, marital status, federal withholding allowance, and state withholding allowance. And as you notice, you put in your earnings, which is the pay period ending, regular hours work, your regular pay rate, regular wages, overtime hours, overtime pay, overtime wages, and then your total gross pay. Subtracted off the gross pay is all the deductions coming off the employee payroll check, which is your federal withholdings, state withholdings, Social Security, Medicare, retirement contributions, life insurance, charitable contributions, any additional withholdings, the check number, and then the net pay. Please keep in mind the net pay is the amount that gets deposited into the employee's checking account. The other template that's out there for your use is the employee time card, which is the employee name and social security number, the days of the week, the date, the time in, the time out, and then the weekly total, and then signed by the employee since they are verifying how much they worked in that time period. The last template is the payroll register template. Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger here. Okay, this is the pay period and the pay date. It gives you the employee name, regular hours, regular rate, regular earnings, and then along with your total earnings, and then the deductions. This is very similar to the employee time card or the employee earning record, but in this case, it's the payroll register that would be used for auditing purposes by the accounting department in order to verify that everything has been recorded correctly. So these 3 templates are located in the Learning Plan 2 for Chapter 2, which would come in handy possibly for the assignments coming up for this chapter. All right, also we have the PowerPoint presentations that's out there for everybody. I do have some Chapter 2 vocabulary definitions that might come in handy when you're working through the exercises for this week. The graded homework for Chapter 2 is due on September 14th by midnight. And then there's also a continuing problem for Chapters 1 and 2. This did not come through on Blackboard, so I've had to put it back out there again. This is due on September 16th. This is information and problems referring to Chapters 1 and 2 to give you more practice in regards to the concepts and material that is covered in those 2 chapters. This assignment is worth 8 points, and that is due on September 16th. The other item I like to go through is the Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 test. I will be sending out an email to everybody in regards to when that is due. It will be available on September 12th, and it is due by September 19th by midnight, and I will be sending out an email to everybody. So please take advantage of everything that's out there in this learning plan folder in regards to the templates. If you do have any questions in regards to the materials for this chapter, please let me know. Thank you.